Hey guys, today I have a declutter again. It's highlighters and bronzers. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold, which has become my new norm. Anyway, so let me just go ahead and attack this pile in no specific order. Let me grab this out of here. It is not a highlighter or a bronzer. Alright, let me zoom. Let me see. I feel like I'm zoomed in a little bit. There we go. Here's the pile. Alright, so let's go ahead and start. I'll just start at the top here. The Lorac Pro Contour Palette. I actually just got this. I really like the softness and stuff of the Lorac eyeshadows. I don't love... Their eyeshadows aren't my favorite eyeshadows, but just how nice and soft the powders are. I've used this a couple times and I actually really like it so far. I like the colors down here. I think they work really well for a medium skin tone. I like these guys, and this shimmer highlight's really pretty too, just as like a nice highlight there. So yeah, I'm keeping that. Okay, then we have these two not Bare Minerals Benefit. This one I tried to use up and I just got so sick of it. I just don't like creamy or liquid highlighters. I feel like they either move my makeup around, or they're just too subtle, or they're too strong. I just never seem to like them. And this is the Sunbeam. There it is. I mean, I think both of these were pretty, but I felt like they moved my makeup around a little bit, so I'm not going to keep that. Go ahead and get this big Ofra palette out of the way. See, everything in here is Ofra except for this guy. This is a Too Faced. I forgot which one it is, but it's the one. It's a pretty highlight. A lot of people think it's a little too chunky and glittery. As you can see, I used a ton of that, but it's really old, so I am going to get rid of that one. This guy is the Do You highlighter. It's the one they made with Dupe That. I have not used it yet, but it looks really pretty. It's got a little bit of a gold, and a lot of times golds are too dark for me, so I feel like that one is actually going to work, but I don't know yet because I haven't used it. And then we have, I just put this in the highlighters. It's their banana powder. I have not used it either, and my hand's a little bit damp because I just wiped off all those swatches. So I haven't used that yet. I don't really have any comment on that, but I am going to keep it. Let's see. Too Faced Sun Bunny. This is a bronzer. I actually kind of like this, and it looks good on me in the summer, I think. It is a little bit shiny and glittery. But I don't know. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it because I have a ton of other ones that I want to keep, and I can just pass that one along to a friend. Maybe they can get some use out of it. This is Milk Chocolate Soleil. I did use this a bunch. It has a pretty nice dip in there if you can see. But what I realized about this one is that it's a little bit too orange for me. It's not really dark enough, so it doesn't necessarily come off as a contour. Yeah, so I used a bunch of it. I actually prefer, which I'm using, this the Chocolate Soleil. And you can see I got a pretty good dip in there too. And this one is actually just a better color for me. Yeah, as you can see, it's just a little bit darker. It blends out pretty well. It's not quite as just orange. I don't know. Like, I feel like the Milk Chocolate Soleil kind of just looks like orangey foundation, if that makes sense. The Chocolate Soleil has that depth to it that makes it a good contour. So, I'm keeping Chocolate Soleil, and I'm getting rid of Milk Chocolate Soleil. This is a new Benefit What's Up. I'm just going to pass that along. This is a new Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I am actually going to pass that one along, just because I already have one, and you know how long it takes to use stuff like that. And as much as I like it, I have other products I like better. This is a bronzer I got in a makeup box, Medusa's Makeup. I think it's a natural brand. It was just too orange, so I'm going to pass that along. This I've had forever. It's been in the need to get rid of pile, But anyways, it was just a cream contour, or a cream highlight. And it was pretty, but it was one of those that moved my makeup around. So we'll get rid of that. Bare Minerals Warmth, that's really old and too orange for me. This Bella Pierre contour, this was just way too dark. Yeah, it was just too dark. Every time I used it, it made a mess and it was too dark. This was a sample I have of the Tom Ford Skin Illuminator. This, once again, is just something that's too dark. I use it as a highlighter, but it's, I don't know, it was just too, it didn't really work as a highlighter. It's too dark. Once again, another gold highlighter. That's another sample of What's Up, getting rid of that. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. I actually liked this. I thought it looked pretty. I have had it for a while though, and it's just a liquid, and liquids aren't my favorite, and I didn't feel like it was like over the top did anything. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. Can't remember which color that's in. That one was in Opal. Bare Minerals Ready Bronzer. This was another bronzer. I don't even think I actually used this one. I think I swatched it. Let's see. Yeah, I think I swatched it and it was just kind of orangey. See? A little bit orangey there. So I'll just pass that along to a friend. Another Bare Minerals called, this is the Warm Radiance. I don't know. I don't really like the Radiance powders. They don't really work for me, and that one looked like, even if I did like it, it was going to be really orangey, so I haven't even opened that one. Something else I haven't opened, I'm not really certain what this is. It's the Josie Marin Surreal Skin Argan Finishing Balm. The ingredients in this were not something that I really would like to put on my face, so I just didn't even open that one. This is a sample I had of the Guerlain Meteorites. I love these, and I have been wanting to purchase the Meteorites for so long because the packaging is so pretty, and they're just such a pretty product. However, after using the sample, I realized they just don't really do anything. They kind of remind me of the Hourglass powders, which I love, but I like the Hourglass powders better. So, not going to hold on to that little sample here. Champagne Diamond Radiance, another Radiance from Bare Minerals. I don't really like them. Laura Geller Baked in French Vanilla. I do like this one. This used to be like my favorite highlighter. But I think of it more as like a contour powder highlighter. Like, it doesn't really do too much, but it can correct a contour if you go overboard. It does add a little bit of a nice illuminating quality without looking out of control or giving you like bad texture or anything, so I do like that. Fluid Sheer from Giorgio Armani. I don't even know if I've opened this. I'm going to open it now. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Oh, you know, I did swatch this before, and I wanted to try it. It's not, well, I can't even see it. I can't even see it. Did it do anything? Wow. What is this? I'm going to try that again, actually. I don't know about this one. I don't think it's going to work. Because you have to, like, it's not rubbed in good. And then once you get it rubbed in, you can't see it anymore. Yeah. I think I'm going to pass that along, because I don't think that's going to work for me. Sample I got in a box. This just reminded me of the What's Up, and it was really pretty, but it was just too much like the What's Up, and I've used the What's Up, and I don't need it, so I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, something I'm going to keep is this Ofra highlighter. I never purchase things in this type of, I don't want to say packaging, jeez. but in this type of, I hate things that aren't divided. So yeah, I never purchased things like this, but I wanted to try a bunch, and this was just the best deal for trying their highlighters. Oh, look at that. These are intense. They're not this intense when you start going in with a brush. That's only 4 of them. But they're, I mean, that's pretty intense. I actually really have enjoyed these so far. This one is obviously way too dark for me. It's this one here. But the rest of these work. And I've really enjoyed them. I think they make a nice highlight. They are a little intense though. Nothing like those swatches, but I think if you like a really, really subtle bronzer, those, or a really, really subtle highlight, those are going to be maybe a little bit too much for you. So I would maybe buy something different. Alright, my hand's getting all swatched up. And my swatcher cloth went dry. Let's see what's in here. Some of these are blushes, but some of these are highlights. Hourglass Lighting Diffused Light. I like these. I'm going to use that. Actually, I'm going to use that right now. I need to remember I have that because I just ran out of my Hourglass palette and I was waiting till the Sephora sale to buy a new one. Let's see. What are you? Kevin Aucoin, Bronzing Veil, Tropical Days. That one's pretty. These are all samples. I've really liked this one and I want to keep playing with it. But out of all the bronzers and highlighters I have, this one has a little bit of like a pink to it, and it's Marc Jacobs Contour Powder 20 Dream. I think if you have like pinkish undertones to your skin, that one might be like the one to get. It's expensive, but I've really liked it so far. I'm going to keep playing with it though. And another one, Benefit Dallas. This is just a sample. I don't need that. What am I going to do with that? I don't like, yeah, we'll get rid of that one. I just haven't liked any of the Benefit face powders. As you can see, I have a couple in here, and yeah, they're hanging on. Hoola is actually an exception to that. I do like Hoola, but like the Too Faced Milk Chocolate, I've found that it is a little bit too light for me, and maybe the color is just a little bit off. Just a little bit too orangey and a little bit too light. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of Hoola, but I can't get it stuck in that palette for some reason, so I'm going to get rid of Hoola later. I must have a little bit of glue or something left on the bottom. Okay, that leaves these 3. Okay, this one is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in Moonlight. I just swatched these today. This is one you're supposed to, I don't know, mix it in with your foundation, or I guess you're supposed to be able to use it as a highlighter. Once again, we're talking about a liquid product here, not my favorite highlighter type of product anyways. But as I was playing with this one, I just found that it had a nice, really strong highlight, and I thought that was pretty. But it's really bad for showing the texture on your skin. Let's see. I don't know. Let me grab this Ofra Highlight. That's the one in Do You. I don't know how it's going to come across on camera, but this one just seems to show the texture a lot more. And then you have this one that the powders that's just so nice and soft there. So I don't know. I think I'm going to get rid of the Cover FX. That is a nice strong highlight. But I also have oily skin though too, and so I don't need a super strong highlight. Because I'm going to have one midday anyways. Kat Von D Shade and Light Palette. I was actually going to get rid of this one. I don't love this one. However, I started playing with it a little bit more, and I found that I can make it work, and make it work pretty good. So I'm liking it a little bit better, but I just don't think her powders are as blendable and as nice as some of the other palettes I have, like the Lorac palette or the Smashbox palette I have coming up. I think that these can get a little bit dry and cakey looking, and these just don't blend quite as nicely as I like them to. However, I really love the colors in this palette and they work for me, and I found that if I like contour with these guys here and then kind of blend them out with these guys up here, I get a really nice look that I like. So I want to hold on to this for a little while longer, and yeah. This is one of my favorite of all time contour palettes. It just works really well for me. The colors are spot on. I love this guy. I use it kind of in the same manner that I use the other light shades in the other contour palettes. I go in and kind of do a nice contour with these guys, and then if I mess up or if I want to clean it up a little bit, I'll go in with the others. But yeah, I just really like the oh, I just mixed those two together like a dummy. Anyways, I just really like the colors in this one. They work well for me. They're not too strong, and yeah. So there we go. I also just realized I have a Cover FX bronzer that I freaking love. I can't remember what the name of it is. If I get it and think of it, I'll put it in the video. It is awesome, and if you have fair skin and have a really hard time finding bronzers to work for you, it is the jam. It's a little bit too light for me, but I use it in the winter when I'm at my palest, and it works so well. And it is so blendable, and it is just the perfect amount of color. I have to really build it up on my skin tone, but if you have fair skin, like I said, it would be, I think, just amazing for you. Yeah, I can't remember the name. It might be Sunlight or something, Moonlight. I can't remember. So I'll try to remember to put it in the video. Okay, so let's stack up what I'm keeping here. See, this is what I am keeping. And can I zoom out anymore? Oh man. No. So that's what I'm keeping, and this is what I am getting rid of. I think I did a pretty good job. It's pretty even sized pile, and a lot of these things aren't necessarily in this category. There's some blushes and stuff in there. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that declutter. So cool. I will see you guys again next time with my next declutters. Make sure you subscribe and like and all that fun stuff if you want to see more declutters. And I will see you guys again soon. Bye.